Good evening, and welcome back to HR round 17 around Suzuka, Japan. Should be a good race. Suzuka usually provides quite a good amount of interesting moments. I wouldn't say racing because more than likely we're going to be in a DRS train for the entire longevity of this race. Can definitely provide some controversial moments, with Senna Prost turn 1 being a main example. Other than that, I guess you could say Sebastian Vettel lost a championship here, stuff like that. So it's a pretty interesting circuit. Sector 1, the tight S section. If you mess that up, you might as well say goodbye to your quali lap. Sector 2, very high speed, very easy to lose the car coming out of the hairpin. And then you have Spoon, which is crucial to get a good lap. It just 1 millimeter too wide and you've messed it up. 1 millimeter too tight and you've also messed it up. So gonna be a good one for the guys to get involved, get ready and be quick. Obviously Name Changer and Zero wrapped up the constructors last week, I do believe, and they also the driver championship. So we're just waiting to get underway. 3 minutes to go. Obviously we want to not have a session restart. I believe we did have one last week. Hopefully the likes of Jensen, Chris can get their first win of the season. Hopefully Name Changer doesn't win, just saying. And yeah, Tyne as well, excuse me, a very quick driver, and hopefully he can be there or thereabouts. We are waiting for Mitch. I don't know where he is. I do not know. But yeah, hopefully we'll get underway pretty soon. I don't really know what to say. Last week we had Singapore and Italy. Italy was a good race. A few incidents on lap 1, lap 2. Other than that, pretty clean. DRS train of Name Changer and Tyne for the whole race. Chris was on that until he picked up a penalty. He kind of stayed back and just cared about himself. Jensen, a good recovery drive there. Singapore, I mean, a very, very long race. I do believe it's the longest race on the calendar. And yeah, provided some interesting moments. None come to the top of my head. I believe that was Kazizel who wins the race, Name Changer second, and Jensen P3. Chris obviously crashing out again and again and again. I don't know if Mitch is going to be joining us tonight. Haven't heard anything from him, so I think it will just be me today, and that means I will sadly be boring everyone. But yeah, Suzuka, very crucial. You get a good start off the line, very hard to overtake, and very just hard track in general to keep on circuit. Penalties gonna really cost you. Obviously, being the winner from last season, I can tell you this because I stole it off Boastman. Yeah, it's probably not the best track to be rusty around. I mean, yeah. Definitely not the best track to be rusty around, but I'm sure you can do it. Adam into the Williams. Finally, after about 3 seasons of dodging it, he finally does it. I'm expecting a good result from SPW today. I just have a feeling he can do it. Skama also said he is ready for a good result, so that is good. We are joined by Mazza, a driver who hasn't really been able to commit this season, but hopefully he will be back. I'm just gonna send some spare invites out to people, so just bear with me for 2 minutes. Yeah, once we're underway, I will be able to talk more freely on what is happening on track. So, 14 drivers not looking overly great on numbers, but not looking too shabby, Alonso, either. SBW, don't you worry, I have faith in you. For once. Should have a late joiner in Brock for quali, so those numbers could go up to 15. Yeah, I know, Chris, I saw. Chris is a guy that hopefully doesn't crash. Pedro, stop, please, please. Pedro, no. I need to get on track so that I have something to talk about. SPW, just don't spin. It's as simple as that. Ha, unlucky Pedro. Pedro, a guy that says he is quite confident around here, putting in consistent laps, which is all you really need to do. Goodbye, Mr. Steven. Enjoy your race. Yeah, Mikey, I think Mitch is sleeping again. Obviously, on the anniversary of him sleeping last season around here, he is not here, so I guess he's got a thing for Japan. So dry quali, and that means we might see some wet racing in the race. Maybe, maybe not. So guys, going on to the mediums, which indicates to me we will not be seeing rain. I'm sure some of the guys will be happy with that. Chris, Jensen, they were dreading some rain. So Vapor going to be one of the first guys onto the track, but he's going to be bet by Matuman. Matuman outrageously outrageously quick in the F2 cars. Let's hope he can do it in the F1. Ooh, very tricky corner there to get traction then, especially for if you're running no traction. Yeah, you don't want to be running too wide, or else you most definitely will be ending up in the wall. This hairpin, very, very tricky to get down, as Matoman shows us just how late you can be on throttle. Name changer on Vapor out. No surprise in that. Two guys very much looking to cement just greatness. Boastman showing us that you can go off circuit, and there he is, Mr. Sleepyhead. Hopefully he'll join the party soon enough. So as Matoman starts his lap, we're gonna see him be really committed to these S's. Very crucial, as I said earlier. Oh, frames dropping. You can see just light dabs on the brakes, nothing major. Staying in 6th gear for the entirety of it. And look, Matoman's gonna crash here. We mentioned that earlier, and we said that it's gonna catch a few people out, and it has. We'll run on board with Name Changer, who is setting purple lap times already. So, Name Changer. Gonna be very, very quick around here, I suspect, on his fan attack. Very committed through the S section. Oh, and he's invalidated at the easiest part of the circuit. His teammate though, still going, will be momentarily on pole position. Very well done through the last chicane, holding the tightest line up to the line, and a 126.4 for Vapor sees him go pole position. Gingerbush not using any ERS, DRS or fuel mixture, goes second. Jensen invalidates and goes with a 126.3. Mazza 128.0. SPW 128.2. Boastman on the mediums, what can he do? Pedro is backed out of his lap, same with his teammate. Tyne crosses the lap 27.1. Where is Boastman? 29.9. So Boastman just going out for a few laps of practice, I'm gonna assume. That lap time is not representative of his pace. Jensen gone for another lap on the soft and is invalidated again, so that's not good. We'll ride on board with Chris. Very, very good turn 1. Turn 2 just as smooth. Taking a lot of curb there. You don't really want to take much curb around here. Can definitely spin out the car. Very similar gear choicing to Matoman. Very committed through there. On the grass, that's going to lose you a couple tenths. 31.4. Again, very committed through there. This is probably going to be the trickiest part of the circuit for Chris.
Good evening, guys. Good evening.
Good evening, Mike. Mr. Sleepyhead.
Are you putting prophecy over me now? Yes?
What?
What? No? No sleeping men?
Do you remember what happened at this circuit last year?
Oh my, come on, man.
I'm sorry, but I had to do it to you.
It's okay. Okay,
So,
good night.
No,
Sleep
stay.
Yes, bye-bye.
I need you to save me from this boredom. 26.7 for Chris, which puts him P2, so not a bad lap at all. 0, P1 still.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
Are you okay, Mitch? I'm just gonna adjust my audio mix. Yep, definitely.
2 live streams going, so bought
Yeah.
the channel quite good, man. Really, I must say.
Yeah.
I think 150 views or something.
Yeah, well, it's good because people have to jump in between streams just so that they got a running commentary. I don't know why, the commentator must have had to go out or something, but...
Yeah,
Well,
no, he's probably had to go to Mpumalanga or something. So,
yeah. So, name
But,
changer on a flyer. Go ahead, Mitch.
But yeah, but can I just say with if it was you were winning the race, you
Name
won the
changer.
race?
Yep.
Ooh, name yeah. So the commentator knew. Watch Mr. Mike.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of found it cool that you got the right winner, but I also I put you to sleep, Mitch. That you know,
No,
you kind of insult me there.
Much. No, I think I was too tired with all the stress of life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at least I have a commentator with me, Mike, leading the way.
Definitely, man.
Thank you.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
So, name changer in the opening 10 minutes of qualifying definitely seems to be struggling with his setup.
Okay.
Which
that's
is
not
good for us, not good for him.
Yeah.
Voice
he's
crack
not
101.
gonna do well.
So,
yeah, if so.
here we go. Vapor into turn 1. Turn 2 just literally right after it. Basically the same corner, aren't they, Mitch?
Yeah, I
So,
know.
the S section, crucial as we said. You don't really want to ride much curbs, do you? Because they're very spinny. And then obviously up that hill, a very hard traction zone. And Vapor is up by 0.4 of a second, Mitch.
Wow.
Wow, this is going to be an absolutely stunning lap.
Come on, Vapor.
I kind of want to see Vapor do well. He's kind of always
long
been
time, eh?
just behind that podium. I think he deserves a win. His teammates should give it to him.
Yeah. No, true. But I must say, Vapor and Name Changer work well together, I must say.
Absolutely, dream team.
That's how they...
Literally
think
Kimi
one of
Raikkonen and Valtteri Bottas.
Yeah.
I won't say which one's which, but we'll move on. So,
Okay.
Vapor closing out the lap. What will he do? Fully committed to that tight line. It's going to be a 1:26.0, so he lost time throughout the lap.
Maybe, but... I
And
don't
we'll
know.
jump on board
In the
with
second
Jensen.
sector?
Yeah, it was the middle sector, I'm going to say, because it's quite hard to lose time in the third sector. Jensen.
Yes.
Brock has joined, so Brock will be here for quali. Jensen
That's
goes
nice.
pole with a 1:25.750. Very round number there, Mitch.
Yeah, no, true, eh?
SBW doing well. Boastman saying he didn't get much practice, so
Anyway,
that will be
Boastman,
interesting.
You can do it, man. You can do it.
Definitely. Who do I want to do well? Pedro said he's going to be good today, so hopefully he is.
Well, he
We're
mustn't
joined
be
back by
in the pits.
Mazza, sorry.
Mazza.
He's P8 at the moment. Looking to improve his lap, which he doesn't do. He's down by a tenth. To anyone that's in the chat, make sure to subscribe. Also, we are 2 subscribers away still. And it would very much be appreciated if we can get there before Christmas.
Yeah, for sure, eh?
Yeah. So, Boastman. Oh, very, very clumsy on the curbs. Obviously, Boastman, the guy that stole the win off last season. He's up by 0.4. Oh, very, very wide and almost into the gravel. That's going to ruin that lap.
Come
Tin.
on, both, man.
Tin improved, or Tine as we should be calling him, is improved by 6/10 of a second. That puts him P3. Chris on an out lap. Where is the name changer? He is coming into the final corner, so he has not invalidated. He hasn't done anything bad this lap. What can he do? It's going to be a 125.5, and look, one lap, Mitch. It's all it takes.
Yeah.
It is all it takes when you have greatness. Brock, if you're listening and you need to join quali, you need to go to this kind of spectator menu and you need to scroll across until you find an AI car like this. Press X and jump in. It should be there.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mitch, even me and you can jump in.
Okay, cool, let's go.
No.
Racing, yes.
I mean, maybe one day we'll be cheeky enough to do that, but I don't really want to lose my job just yet.
Okay, yeah, no, true, eh?
Yeah.
It's bad enough in South Africa.
Chris, about a 10th up. Very, very good opening sector for him. A 10th will not do him much, but that's a oh, and he loses traction there. I think that's going to be him backing out of that lap.
Yeah, no, that's true, eh?
Very, very hard, Mitch, to hook up a lap around here.
Yeah, no, it is, eh?
Sure. Even harder to be quicker in the race. Yeah, there's Brock into his car. So, Ginger Bush. Is he on a flyer in the next lap? I think he will be. Here we go. Ginger Bush just went with a 140. I mean, that's a good lap for him, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm joking. It's not a good lap. Come on, Ginger Bush.
Come on, Ginger. Do you think for the Reynolds, are they going to... Where's Chris? Is he in the pits? Yes, he's in the pits. I wanted to say they wanted to time each other.
Oh,
almost.
Do you think?
Maybe a bit away, but... Yeah.
We'll watch that for the rest of the race, Mitch. Thanks for picking that up.
Just the idea.
So obviously, Mitch,
yes.
This race, it's crucial you get a good start on lap 1.
Yes.
Not really much overtaking opportunities. Who do you think will benefit most of that kind of being a thing?
All of them?
Yeah, I mean, it's really whoever gets their finger off the trigger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Personally, if Jensen gets a good start, I think it will help him quite a lot.
Yeah.
Jensen this season's been very hit and miss, which is very unlike him. Obviously, P2 in the championship still, which, you know, doesn't resemble what a hit and miss driver would be, but he's had a lot of fortune. You know, guys haven't showed up for races. He's been here for every single race. You cannot doubt his commitment. So yeah. Another thing, Mitch, is obviously this Sunday.
Yes.
We will be live for HOR and OTL versus SFR. And I think, we have a good lineup out. Would you like to know who HOR are sending to battle?
Yes, I would.
We are sending Name Changer.
Wow. Congrats.
Jensen.
Yes.
Tyne.
Nice.
And Boastman.
Eish.
So definitely looking positive. So we ride on board with Officer Doofy being slow as always.
But yeah, set a good lap, I think last lap. I don't know, I saw sector 1 was alright.
Who, Doofy?
Yeah, Doofy.
Yep. Doofy, definitely a guy that is very slow.
So Mike, just to let us know, is it the same time as always?
Yeah, it will be
Okay.
7:30. I don't know.
9:30.
Yeah, it'll be about the same time for you. Me and Chris will be on comms. So Mitch, I expect you to be cheering us on in the chat.
Oh, I'm actually disappointed, right?
Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, no. It's
Oh,
no, I'm
Brock
just
goes
kidding.
P6.
E6. But
So
no,
good first lap by him. Go ahead,
it's
Mitch.
good for you and Chris, though. And also, you guys know the guys as well, and everything, and it gives me a little break or something.
Postman goes P3.
Yeesh.
Yeah, Mitch, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, we kind of did it in the way that Chris is an OTL commentator, I'm a HOR commentator, so two commentators combined.
Oh, that's
but
awesome.
you will definitely be involved in some way, I can guarantee you of that.
Oh, okay.
I will find you somewhere and somehow. So, Mitch, back
don't
to
mind
the
being
matter
in the
at
chat,
hand. SFR Officer Doofy retires and is P14. Pedro, who said he was going to be good, can he jump to second last? Wow, he's really slow.
He's probably had a
And
bad
he's
lap.
crashing almost. We have to jump on board with top guys. Who's gonna set a lap first? It's gonna be Vapor. He's 3/10 down currently. He does not improve. Jensen, the next guy, 2/10 up on his time. We'll put him on pole. And Jensen takes provisional pole. Who's next? I'm gonna say that it is going to be Chris. Chris is 4/10 up. Chris goes P4. Name changer.
Not bad.
I didn't see what he's up. It's gonna be a surprise, and it's gonna be pole position for name changer.
What?
Where's Tyne? Tyne's invalidated his lap. So, yep, everyone is done. Your qualifying positions are. Let me get best tire up. Right. Your top 10 all on soft. So you have name changer from Jensen, Boastman. Wait, let's just say this. Jensen, the name changer, very close. The rest, not very close. Except Boastman, Chris, and Vapor, all within, what is that, a 100th of a second, Mitch?
Yeah.
So, other than them, you have Brock obviously got 1 lap time in. I don't think that's a fair representation.
Yeah, no, true, right?
And now we go into the 5-minute break. So, you can see just how close Jensen also was to name changer there.
Yeah,
wow.
What's that, 9,000?
9 thousandths of a second. And then you have Boastman, Chris, Vapor very close as well. Brock and Tyne, I'm sure, would be a bit closer if they got their laps in. SPW, Skama, and Mikey. So a weird ending to the top 10. Skama doing a very good lap.
No, Skama.
Matuman gets his fresh tires. Mazza, Gingerbush, Doofy, and, well, of course, Pedro.
Pedro. I think... Yeah, what can I say?
What can we say? At least he's not second last.
Yes.
I mean, he's last, but at least he's not second last.
New permission, yay!
So, dry race, as expected. You don't get your 5-minute break, Mitch. You had a 5-minute rest start. Mitch?
Pardon?
Where are you?
Hello?
Hello. So, the guys outside the top 10, I suspect, will start on mediums.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Obviously, the top 10 starting on soft tires.
On
Who,
hards.
looking at the grid, would you say your top three?
Name changer, Jensen, and Chris.
Ooh, a cheeky wee prediction there. So, in that
Yeah.
order, yeah?
Yeah, I would say so, maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
my
I'm
order
sticking
is
to
going
it.
to be Jensen,
Uh-huh.
Vapor,
Okay.
Name Changer.
Boo, no. And Chris? Or do you...
Retired.
Oh, okay. Good prediction.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's
let's see.
another protection. Pedro will finish second last.
Yeah, Pedro, what can we say, eh?
He's just really, really bad. That's all we can say.
I don't know. He has to, like, maybe practice more on the game, or would you say pop that steering wheel
I
out?
mean, that would definitely help.
Yeah, so
Obviously,
Pedro,
he
if
got
you
beaten
wanna
by myself in OTL, and I was on the pad, so he needs to challenge me on the wheel.
yeah, no, Pedro, get that steering wheel set up, man, because then you will. It's gonna take some time. You will be slower, probably. I don't
I
know how
mean, you
many
can't be
times you
much slower
practice.
than what he is,
Yeah.
Mitch.
Uh, 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 ah, well, I don't have a steering wheel, but yeah. Well, it's only on my car, but anyway. Um, yeah, I can't use that. But yes.
Why
But he will
not?
go faster. Okay, let's just pull the brakes off and the clutch in and
I
bring the
mean,
whole thing
it's a
here.
pretty realistic sim if you ask me.
Okay. Yeah, no, my Suzuki Swift.
So, SPW P8,
Let's watch the channel.
I think he is
P8.
gonna be one to watch if he does not spin. Obviously, a very hard track to not spin. It's really a race of nutrition. And I think that's what it will be between Mr. Jensen and Name Changer. I think it's gonna be a war of nutrition. Who can be consistent? Who is gonna waste up their ERS first?
What What do you think of Eurasia, Mike?
Um. Okay, so
Race pace
it's a
wise.
it's a weird one, Mitch. You kind of gain, but then you use it to defend.
It's a weird one, Magic.
Oh, I hear voices.
Sound check. One,
Sound
two.
check, correct. And okay, so what I would say, Mitch, is it's a weird one. You kind of don't have many heavy braking zones around here. It's more just
Uh-huh.
dibble dabbles on the brake, and yeah. So you're mainly going to be looking to harvest into the final chicane, and you know the hairpin in sector 2.
Yeah.
Those will be your main harvesting places, and then you're almost forced into using it on the straight.
Mm.
It's a hard track to overtake if you do so. That's all I'd say.
Okay, no
So
problem.
thanks to all 11 people in the chat right now. Please do feel free to like and subscribe. That would greatly
Yes.
appreciate us. Well, we'd greatly appreciate that. Not that would appreciate us, but thank you. Over to you, Mitch.
Okay, cool. I'm awake, just saying.
Just about.
Yeah. No, yeah, just met up with some friends. That's why I'm late. But yeah, tonight is the last night, so I will be on time next week.
Good
So
stuff.
that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, very, very long 5 minute break. And there we
Yeah,
go.
it is. Eh?
Wow, that was long, 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 long. I'm gonna
Yep, yep,
turn my
yep.
TV off quickly and turn it back on just so we are safe for the race. There we go.
Yeah.
So, how do you think this is gonna go, Mitch? Turn 1.
Whew. I hope everyone keeps it stable.
Yeah, I agree. Ginger Bush, no commitment from Mitch. I mean, he's never
What?
been a commitment guy. Falling asleep. I think.
What? That was only like 2 occasions, mate.
It was like 3. You fell asleep this season.
Okay, maybe 3 or 4, but in total.
It should be
But
0.
it's what?
What do you mean, what?
No. What?
So, outside the top 10, we have Mato Man on the hards. Interesting
Mike,
tire
don't
choice.
change the subject, man.
What?
What?
Mitch,
No,
I'm saving
it's cool.
you.
Okay.
Mazza on the medium. Oh, and Mato Man's in the wall. Mato Man, obviously on the hard tires, very hard to warm them up around here. So that is not a great start to his race. And who's that? Tyne was disqualified, so he spun also. Let's go into the race director. What happened for Tyne? Oh no. It does not tell us, but he got disqualified. Yeah. Very interesting start to proceedings around here, Mitch. So, oh, another guy's around. It's SPW.
Come on, Ginger Bush, spin it.
Yeah, you're in for Ginger Bush now, aren't you? You've seen his comment and you're just like, no, Ginger Bush, no.
Yes. I'm a commitment guy. Yes.
Yes,
No,
Mitch.
but okay, yeah, maybe those few mistakes, but hey, I came here to serve HOR, so that's my point, and I got.
You're still
goals
here.
to hit it.
And Chris
Yeah.
is disqualified for with Postman. So whatever's happening on this formation lap is causing quite a stir.
Yeah.
So
I know what-
a lot of guys are gonna have very cold or dirty tires, and that could be a problem. We said how crucial the start is. For example, Tyne has been sitting on the grid for basically a full lap now, and SPW has had a spin, but that could technically warm his tires up. A spin for pleasure, I guess. Wow, what a bad camera angle. Here we go.
Okay.
So,
Just
let's get ready. I can't see the lights. There we go. Name changer. Leading the guys. And we have 5 red lights. And away we go. Looks for him a tentative start from Chris. And he's into the wall. Chris, a very bad start. Name changer leads them into turn 1. And there's loads of contact. Who is the Renault up on the grass? It's Chris. His tires must not be warmed up at all. Postman.
Lucky there, man.
So, Vapor, P4, Brock, P5, Tin, or Tyne, down to P7. SBW did get the jump. Mataman into the top 10. So, Pedro, the big gainer of lap 1.
Wow.
Up to P11.
Okay.
I'm going to
Ginger
ride
Bush
on board with
improved.
Chris.
So,
He's
not bad.
gaining on the car in front. Chris lost his front wing.
Front wing in plate, eh?
So I don't know what happened there, but we'll be sure to figure it out for you guys as the race goes on. I will go into the race director actually. Incident. The two AlphaTauri people crashed.
Yeah, that's Karma.
Mato Man all over the back of Mikey. Mikey, bit of wing damage maybe? No. Mikey just a bit slow at the moment. It's Brock and Vapor side by side.
Name changes.
Here we go. Brock eyeing him up. Now's the time to get your move done while DRS is disabled. Brock to the inside. And backside of that one.
Why's it ghosting?
Chris
Why's it ghosting?
into the pits. Yeah, a few cars are ghosting.
Don't know why.
I do not know either. Let me check Tyne's front wing. All intact, so he's just lost one position. Chris onto the hards, going to the end. As we're getting our usual glitch. So, name changer. Pulling away from Jensen. Jensen very deep into the hairpin. That's not going to help him out. So Mitch, a very interesting lap one.
Yeah, few people improved, so that's good. Chris and Stormer just went downhill.
Yeah, big losers of that lap one. Pedro,
Especially Chris,
biggest gainer. And Tyne gets past SPW. SPW not looking to send one down the inside just yet. Name changer sets fast lap. Jensen then takes it off him. So this lap Jensen will have DRS on the car in front, which is the race leader, name changer. Jensen very hungry for that first win of the season.
Did he got to win the season?
Nope.
He came
This will
close,
be his first. Yeah, he has come close on a few occasions, but that doesn't mean anything, Mitch, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't
if you're
mean
not on
anything.
that top step, you have not won.
Yeah, but at least he's in the podium and
Always, he's
close
always in
to
the podium. Oh, and
so-
we have spin, and I believe that's going to be Mazza. Very
Mazza,
big spin.
No, man.
Chris is still the only guy at the back, only guy to pit. Jensen's starting to gain. Mazza's really struggling now to get this car back on circuit. He needs to be careful. He has Chris coming right behind him, and Mazza's tires very much dirty and no traction left in them. So Jensen, name changer, just literally going tat for tat, even on ERS. Basically Jensen actually has the better of the ERS, and it looks like name changer is struggling with lockups, and we have another yellow flag, and that's going to be Mazza again.
Oh no.
And he's really struggling at the moment.
Those tires are not good. Excuse me.
So Vapor on the back of Boastman. Vapor obviously setting the pace early in qualifying. Not really showing anything more though. Excuse me. So
Sorry,
Vapor.
Mr. Mike.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Mitch.
Oh, okay. Please don't leave me alone.
I mean, the stream will be on forever if I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jensen and name changer going side by side.
Jensen.
Jensen maybe eyeing up a move into Spoon.
I think he's gonna do it, man.
No, he's not. He's
Well,
gonna maybe
not
look
in the
for the
spoon, but he's
chicane.
going to do it.
He will try. 4/10, a very close gap. He's using that overtake button and he's cancelled it, so not going to fully commit.
Same
They're very close to each other though. Name changer are struggling quite a lot in this early stage. Jensen showing that he's still got it. Ooh, a bit of a wobble there for Jensen, and that's going to allow name changer to go. But Jensen being wise, not using that overtake. Vapor, meanwhile, using all his overtake in an attempt to get past Boastman. You can see a lot of the guys, Mikey and SPW fighting. Mikey gets a penalty going off track. But SPW gets the position, or defends the position. I believe it would be to defend the position. Tyne now all on the back of Brock, and Brock similarly on the back of Vapor and Boastman. So this is a DRS train. Chris gaining on Skarma. Oh, Mikey gets past SPW into, what are those called? What are those two corners called? I don't know, but we'll move on.
Or where was it? Not the R130R or anything, eh?
They're the two right-handers, the quick ones.
Two right. Oh, okay.
I forget, but we'll move on. Mikey getting past SPW, obviously taking a penalty for his hard work there, but hopefully he can hold on to that now. Obviously, we haven't seen a good quali session from Mikey in a while.
Yep.
Mitch, stay with me, bro.
Yes. I'm with you, bro.
So, Jensen not using any overtake. I think he's quite happy to stay behind here and just hold up SPW into the pits. And he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And that's not going to be good for him. And they don't serve it. So, okay, if he doesn't pit again, he may get... Well, he can't get a 5-second speeding in the pit lane removed. Let's see where Chris is in relation to SPW. I don't think those hard tires are working for Chris at all. SPW still getting 10 seconds out in front of him, so yeah, I don't know. Jensen name changer just saving their errors. No need to... Ooh, Vapor getting a good run on Boastman.
Brock is watching Boastman and Vapor, yeah?
Watching with keen eyes.
And Tin.
Yep, Tyne is just there. Very, very much some DRS trains. Look at Matoman and Gingerbush. Literally, they're even gap.
Sure.
Well, they were. They're gone now a bit. I think Matoman using a bit. Oh, Tyne, the first of the front runners to get a penalty.
Oh, no.
As we see a lovely onboard spot. Brock on the inside and gets the move done on Vapor.
Wow.
Boastman into the pits for a set of hard. So a lot of guys opting for that hard tire, and I don't think it's really working for Chris that much. So will be interesting to see where Boastman is later in the race. I think the mediums can definitely go to the end from about lap 9, lap 10. I don't know though. Yeah. Brock up to P3. Vapor struggling with ERS. Brock not as much. And Jensen and Name Changer seem to be using their overtake a bit more. Jensen visually looking a bit further back. His front nose struggling in spoon. Name Changer's trying to break that DRS. I guess if Jensen isn't really attacking you, you gotta try it.
Yeah.
I think Jensen will just be in DRS though now. Well, he will have DRS, which negates everything Name Changer has just done. Look, he'll be in within 5/10 by the end of that. And Brock is in the pits, very slow into the pits from Brock.
It's better be slow than be too fast, eh?
Yep, exactly. Tyne all on the back of Vapor, and we have another yellow flag and a virtual safety car. Brock is going to gain a lot of time here. Brock onto the hard tires. Where does he come out in relation to Boastman? He obviously gets to push till the safety car line. And there you go. He's pulled out about a second on Boastman. Well, not really. But there or thereabouts. Now, if I am... Obviously, you gain your ERS under braking, Mitch, yeah?
Yes.
You really should be hard braking as much as you kind of can without affecting other drivers to try and pick up some more ERS. Yes, so unlucky for Mazda there. Whatever happened, he just wasn't able to get that underway, and Jensen's really close to... Time gets to jump on Vapor.
Wow.
Boastman gets the jump on Adam. And Boastman goes a bit deep. Adam may be coming back at him. Nope. Brock using a bit of overtake to try and just extend a bit of a gap. Matoman, Gingerbush and Mikey all still in the train. But Jensen, oh, bad exit by Jensen, and he's really going to struggle now for traction. And that's going to, even with DRS, even with overtake, it's going to give Name Changer a bit of time. Vapor into the pits. Now this will be interesting. Where will Brock come out instead of Vapor? And I think it's going to be quite a big margin. Maybe 2-3 seconds. Vapor, sorry, just coming out of the pit box now. Brock passed him, Boastman passed him, and most importantly, Vapor on mediums. And they were 3 seconds ahead.
Tires.
SPW gets past Skarma. Chris up to P12 now. Vapor with the fresh tire, gonna look to go up the inside of Adam here, maybe not. Maz has left the session, unfortunate for him. And Vapor really needs to stop messing around, he needs to get this move done. Into the hairpin, big dive bomb, good cover off, and that is that move done. So, Jensen and Name Changer, I expect both of these guys in the pits this lap. And they both come in. Crucial, they slow down. Name Changer 5-second penalty.
Wow, okay.
Okay, now that... I don't know if... oh, and Jensen gets... hold up. No, he doesn't. He gets out in front of time. That is crucial. Name Changer... Name Changer 5-second penalty. And oh, who's that? Gingerbush on Matoman. Gingerbush up one more position into P1.
Okay,
and Matoman into P1. They're going to go side by side into the S section, and it's a brilliant move by Matoman. So, Jensen in the box seat now. He has no one to really hurt him. What Name Changer needs to... he does, though, have to worry that Name Changer has a 1.1 second gap. Though Name Changer is catching Pedro rapidly, and that's going to cost him a bit of time there, and that's going to allow Jensen to catch up. You see just how much it's affecting Name Changer's car. I think Pedro getting a nosebleed, he's that high up.
Yeah.
Name Changer going to go down around the outside, a spoon, good move.
Did they touch?
Nope, no touch.
Okay.
And then Name Changer has to run. He has to run now. He has that gap to Jensen.
Pedro won't hold up.
I mean, Pedro won't hold up Jensen, but he'll be...
I don't think.
He's gonna be a bit of a block into this chicane. You can see there, Jensen a bit early on the brakes. Not able to get the throttle down just as much as he wants. He'll be a simple move though to the left hand side. Pedro even goes off throttle for him. And Vapor has already gotten past Tyne. Oh no, Tyne just in the pits, one lap. Why didn't he go on to mediums? No one will know.
Yep.
Boastman all over the back of Brock. And Vapor's gained 1.5 seconds on Boastman and Brock. That lap alone. And that is quite substantial pace there, Mitch.
Yeah, I know it is.
So for Jensen it is crucial. We will check his penalties now. He has 2 warnings. He needs to be careful about that. That could be a spot of bother, because if he gets one more warning, Name Changer only has to pull out 3/10 rather than 3 seconds, which is a big difference, Mitch. No, Gingerbush and Matoman Enjoying their life in P1 and 2. Matoman
Yes.
looking like George Russell up there in P1. And Lando Norris in P2. So, Jensen gaining a bit more, but both Jensen and Name Changer using a lot of R's. Pedro into the pits. Puts on the hards. Oh, he should have waited for the mediums. 1 or 2 more laps. Boastman 3-second penalty. Brock holds on to position. So, Chris, still on those hard tires. Doing a good recovery drive. Not the greatest. He can't really do much. Is the truth of the matter. But yeah, Chris hopefully can get a safety car or something to help him out.
Yeah, I hope so for you, man.
Name Changer gets past Ginger Bush. Ginger Bush going really hard, a bit of a touch. This is gonna help Jensen.
I'm lagging.
You're lagging?
Yeah, I'm lagging.
You're okay in the party for now. And that has really helped Jensen. That's gained him about 5/10. Name Changer will be hoping Ginger Bush makes Jensen's life just as difficult. Ooh, and Jensen's gonna be stuck behind Ginger Bush for the rest of the sector. Unless he tries one through the S's. No. This is gonna help Name Changer back out. Are you okay, Mitch?
Just I think Ginger Bush. He's lagging on my
Big
screen.
slide for Name Changer. It's all good, Mitch. Once you can keep commentating, we'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
Ginger Bush picks up a time penalty. Obviously, Ginger Bush doing a great job here defending.
Yeah.
He's really helping out Name Changer. Name Changer gonna try to get Matoman into 130R into the chicane as well. You can see just how much he's gaining, and that is a Pedro has spun.
Pedro.
As we see again, those hard compound tires not working for certain drivers. Jensen gets past Ginger Bush. As the Name Changer is gonna just wait and get DRS on Matoman here on the straight. Can't be too careful. Jensen obviously 1.8 seconds behind. Very, very well maneuvered by Name Changer. Getting that DRS. Gaining about 2 or 3 more tenths from Jensen. And this battle for what will be P3, the final spot on the podium between Brock, Boastman, Vapor and Tyne, is heating up quite a lot, Mitch.
It is.
So, Jensen now 2.3 seconds behind Name Changer, and you can see Jensen's inability to get past the traffic is gonna cost him a lot of time here.
Yeah.
Matoman, a very good and very clean racer, which is what you hate to come up against in traffic, because it just means that you're gonna have to stay behind him for a good few laps. So, Matoman doing a great job on those hard compound tires. As we said, a few drivers really struggling to get them up and going. And look at this, Mitch. Look where Pedro is.
Second last, wow.
Yes, second last. So, Jensen is really losing time now. It's almost 3 seconds of a gap.
Yikes.
Matoman gonna hold on to it again. Will he? Jensen has to send it. He's not gonna send it. And Matoman holds on for another lap, and Jensen is being too nice and he's allowing this race to go away from him. If you're a name changer, you need to start pushing to your maximum limit here. Obviously, name changer has that penalty. Chris Allen, 5-second pit stop penalty. A lot of guys picking up pit stop penalties, Mitch.
I see so.
Name changer now extended to 3.1 seconds.
Ooh.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I don't know if, what's his name? Jensen misjudged, or Matterman was too early on the brakes at that hairpin. But,
yeah, I see that.
What's his
Jensen's
name?
lost
Jensen
a
had
bit
to,
of time. Look at this. This is going to be it for Jensen. You have to get the move done now. Ferrari versus Mercedes, and he does get it done. Matterman not too far away. Maybe going to send it into the braking zone though. Go on, send it. No. So Jensen should be clean and dry now. We'll see though. Matterman a bit more errors. And a yellow flag. That is going to be Adam spun.
Been a lot from Mr. Adam.
Yes. So name changer. 1 second is all he needs to cover up that penalty. But Jensen has probably had the better pace in the race. Mikey gets past Boastman. Boastman in the pits. Boastman clearly not liking those hards and saying adios.
Amigo.
Adios, amigo. So Jensen 3.7, 3.6, it is coming down. So what does kind of help here, I don't think when you have a 5-second penalty the person behind knows. I think it doesn't tell you, if I remember correctly, though he will see the penalty sign on the multi
Side of your screen.
yeah, the side of the screen, whatever it's called. But yeah, it's going to be very nip and tuck here for Jensen. He needs to not get a penalty, and he's won the race. But he simply cannot afford to let off the gas. As we ride on board with Brock, Vapor eyeing him up. And this is going to be a move for the lead, I think. Or P3, a net P3. He's going to go round the outside. Not the greatest camera angle, but you can see Brock just about holds on to it. Time starting to fall back. I think the hard tires really starting to struggle. Name changer, 3-second time penalty, and that is it.
Come on, Jensen. Come on.
All he has to do now is not get a penalty. He's literally won the race. It's impossible for Jensen to lose 3 seconds now.
Come on, Jensen. Keep your head focused on me.
So, Jensen, 3.8, 3.9. Gap kind of staying the same. Skarma gets overtaken by Chris into turn 1. Chris on a new medium set tire. He can probably get up to about P11 SPW.
Yeah, I hope so.
So
yeah, I think he will.
Let's ride on board with Jensen. Boastman picks up a penalty. So Jensen, all he needs to do is not pick up that penalty. You can see now, Gingerbush is gonna start holding up his teammate. Gingerbush maybe pits this lap for softs. Laps 18, you would think so. Oh, and Vapor's up the inside.
I saw that.
Brock should have DRS though. He does. That's gonna help, but not enough.
Both of them.
Name changer gets the move done. Brock a bit of a touch. Ooh. I think that's all clean though. So
yeah, it's good.
Vapor and net P3 now. Brock obviously wants to get that P3, and he will be following him with close intent till the end of the race. Tyne, that kind of semi-incident has helped him out a bit. Ginger Bush onto softs. Going to be rapidly quick now. And Matoman needs to pick this lap if he wants to have any chance of coming out in front, excuse me, of Ginger Bush. Again, to anyone that's listening and isn't subscribed, make sure to do so. Would help us massively. Ginger Bush getting hold up by Adam here, and that's going to allow Matoman maybe another lap. Adam letting Ginger Bush, sorry, up the outside, well, technically the racing line. Vapor starting to pull away from Brock. Jensen starting to really lose touch with Name Changer. I think he's just preserving at the moment. Let us check in with Jensen's warnings. Still only 2. Name Changer, that penalty.
I think. Is Matoman pits here?
Yeah, Matoman pits, and he is on the soft, so we'll be riding on board with Ginger Bush. See just whereabouts he comes out. It's going to be very tight. Ginger Bush use some overtake, and it's not going to be tight at all. It's going to be done. And I think Officer Doofy's going for his signature fastest lap of the race.
Come
and
on,
Pedro's already,
Doofy.
Chris is already caught up to the back of Pedro and SPW. If you're in the chat, make sure to predict what you think will happen between Name Changer and Jensen. Name Changer got 8 seconds worth of penalties. Jensen has none. Though if Jensen picks up 1 penalty, it is 99 for Jensen. As it does look like Name Changer will get that gap up to 5 seconds. Brock losing touch with Vapor. That was medium tires starting to come to light for him. Tyne looking to set up Brock. And he gets a good run. Activates the overtake button, and I think Tyne, a very simple move up the inside well before the turn in point for turn 1, and that is Tyne up to P4, Brock P5. Matoman gets past Mikey even before the DRS activation point. Do you think Matoman can catch Brock, Mitch?
Yeah. I think so.
Jensen's lost a good chunk of time that lap alone.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, just on the time.
Let's check the race director. Name Changer a 129.3, 129.4. Jensen 129.9, 29.9. So 5 tenths per lap. Name Changer can still win this with his penalties. If he keeps up the current 5 tenths per lap pace, I think he will just be where he needs to be by the end of the race. That lockup won't help him that much though. So as we ride on board with Brock is really falling off now.
Yeah. I see Pedro is keeping Chris at bay.
But Chris is going to get him now. Now that you've said that, Chris, use your overtake.
I think he's keeping it for the big one, eh?
He used a bit there. Gonna set him up, true spoon. Don't want to get a warning. Matoman fastest lap.
Ooh.
What's up, bro?
No, Chris lost it there.
I didn't see that. He must have lost a bit of traction because he has lost a bit of time to Pedro.
What you call it? He was.
Whoa!
Ooh, he touched.
Pedro really, really early on the brakes. I never thought I'd see the day Chris and Pedro fighting genuinely.
Yeah, well, in this previous league it was Brazil, and Pedro was pushing Chris. I I won't say the league. What was it? But yeah, I think back in the day, Pedro was quick with Chris in. Oh, Pedro lost it!
Oh
Oh,
no!
oh
And you
no!
knew it was going to happen.
Oh, no, 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 no,
And that
no.
is
I don't think so. I
beautiful,
don't think so.
Mitch. That is
What?
beautiful. I think I'm gonna watch that back 10 times over after the stream. That is beautiful.
But I don't know. Pedro probably lost some pace over the games and stuff. I think it was 2017, but yeah. Anyway, was pushing Chris. So
That's
that
right,
time,
on board
but,
with Jensen and see how much he pushes. Yeah, Jensen really not pushing at the moment. I think he's just making sure he does not get those penalties.
yeah.
Staying far, far away from those dreaded white lines. We'll see into Spoon though. What he is gonna be like. Into
I
Spoon.
don't know. My heart is
Very
broken.
cautious
Chris
again.
and Pedro.
And that Chris and Pedro fight is... Pedro has stayed out. Interestingly.
No.
Does he have wing damage? He does.
Yeah, he does.
Chris
Plate.
into the pits. Very long stop. He had a 5-second stop go from earlier, so... Yeah, that's
my
Chris
heart is
all but
broken
out.
for
But
you.
look, Pedro, second last. And I'm
But I
sure
think,
Adam is chuckling away to himself. Tyne is only 3/10 behind Vapor.
Yeah.
Tyne
But do
obviously
you
has
think-
a penalty. Go ahead, sorry.
Do you think what's his name? Pedro lost it on traction there?
Yeah,
Or took
yeah.
the corner?
He lost it earlier in
it's
the race.
racing,
That, yeah, it's definitely no malicious intent by either driver,
Same
but I'm
like
sure they will
last
be
week.
laughing it
Yeah,
off
yeah.
or hating each other in the party. That will be for
Uh,
sure.
But I think Chris will like see it later on, or
Yeah,
see it
definitely.
as
I'm sure they won't be that
writing
angry.
off. Yeah.
It'll be more bantered on actually shouting at each other. So,
Yeah.
Jensen, 6
Okay.
seconds with 4 laps to go. He needs to make sure he does not lose 2 more seconds. If he loses 2 more seconds to name changer, he has lost the Grand Prix. If he keeps it like this, he has won. That is the situation in play. 8 seconds worth of penalties for name changer. None
8
for
seconds?
Jensen. Yeah,
Oh yeah, 5 and 3. Yeah.
a 5 and a 3. Oh,
It's a
Tyne gets another penalty, and that is his hopes of a podium gone. Tyne all over the back of Vapor. Brock probably hoping Tyne can help him out here. Give him a bit more of a chance to get on that podium. That's right, on board with Jensen. I have a feeling Jensen's gonna get a warning soon. But he's driving so smoothly, so calmly, just doing everything he can to stay away from those white lines. And it's working.
Yeah.
He's not exactly going slow. You know, he's very close to the white line there. But he's not going rapid either. He's just staying at the pace he needs to go. And that is the crucial part of that. Gingerbush not really catching Mikey with any real venom. Where's Boastman? P9. Boastman on the back of Gingerbush.
I want to see. So, Mark, what do you think of? I know it's like 3-4 laps to go or whatever, but what do you think of driver of the day?
If it stays the way it is currently, let's check the game.
I
Fastest
think
lap,
Gingerbush-
Mato Man.
No, or Mato Man.
And where do you check positions gained?
Yeah.
There we go. Game will give it to Gingerbush or Matoman, depending on Gingerbush gets past Mikey. Personally, I'd give it to Matoman either way.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, Vapor and Tyne.
From the...
Oh, very close, very close.
Oh.
Side by side, and that's a great move by Tyne. Absolutely timed to perfection. See what I did there, Mitch? So, 2 laps to go. Jensen, 6.5 seconds behind. 1.5 seconds is all Name Changer needs to pull out in 2 laps. It's doable. It's more like 3 laps, 2.5. Definitely doable, but what will happen? We don't know. Jensen not pushing the limits. What Name Changer needs to do is maybe take 1 or 2 warnings in risk of trying to make Jensen push a bit more. Jensen's just been allowed to do what he wants to do. Sit there. He's not really shown much great pace in the second stint because he hasn't had to. He doesn't need to push.
Jensen wins it, to be honest.
Yeah, he deserves it. Great defending by Gingerbush from Boastman. Boastman all over the back of... And Vapor is gonna be all over the back. Tyne, and Pedro pits. He doesn't want that second last. But the problem is...
Wants a new place.
Oh no, Pedro did pit. Tyne does get overtaken. And Boastman does get Gingerbush, and it's a spin for Boastman. He gets tapped in the rear left of Gingerbush, and that is going to be... There's no real point pitting Boastman. 5-second pit, and that's really dangerous for Boastman. He's going to lose the position here to SPW. Oh, Brock up the inside of Tyne. There we go. Tyne sends it back on Brock. Brock gonna hold it around the outside, and that's brilliant by Brock. Now Brock, can he push Vapor for that podium spot? Jensen not losing time, and Jensen will win the race currently. Let's ride on board with him into the final chicane and see what he can do. Yeah, he's just not pushing. He does not need to risk anything.
Come on, Jensen.
Brock going well as well. 3.5 tenths to Vapor. Will he do it? On to the final lap. He's not using his overtake. He's gonna maybe force Vapor into using his overtake. Here we go. Brock gonna be all over the back of Vapor. 17 lap old mediums for Vapor. 18 lap old hards for Brock. Brock's tire is going to be much better condition, as you're seeing just the pure grip advantage for Brock. They're staying so close. So, as we go into Spoon for the final time on board with Brock, can he get Vapor onto the chicane? It's looking very likely. A great run by Brock, a bit held up, and Vapor's got a puncture. Vapor has picked up a puncture. Jensen wins the Japanese Grand Prix for his first race of the season. Brock, all he has to do is not pick up a penalty, and he should come home for P3.
Come on, Brock.
He literally didn't even take part in qualifying, basically. And he comes home for P3. Tyne gonna stay on P4? I think he will, because look, that is a very bad puncture for Vapor, and that is unlucky. Matoman comes home for P6. Mikey will hold on for P7. Bang! Into the wall. Gingerbush P8. SPW
Okay.
and Boastman. Who will get P9 and who will get P10? I think both have 5-second penalties. I don't know about 3. I think Boastman's gonna try and get it on track. Not gonna work out from SPW P9, Boastman P10, Adam P9, SPW and Boastman move down 1 position respectively, and Skarma comes home for P12.
Okay.
So
Not
Mitch,
bad.
who will get driver
Yes.
of the day from the game?
I think what?
Ginger Bosh.
Ginger Bosh.
So that means we can give it to Mato Man, yeah?
Yeah.
I think a
that's fine.
brilliant race from him. Started pretty much near the back of the grid, up 5 positions. I don't know if he held on to the fastest lap. I will check now, quickly. If you want to add Jensen to the party.
Okay,
Chris
sure.
stole fastest lap.
Sure. Yeah.
Oof.
Add players.
Thank God that's over is the message we are getting from SPW. Vapor, I mean, that's just unlucky, isn't it? The Alfa Romeos have a thing for last lap punctures.
Yeah, unlucky Vapor.
And we will see what happens as we are joined by the race winner, and I'm sure he will be more than willing to talk to us this week, as he did not show up last week. Adam bet SPW by a 1/10 of a second. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Just checking if we are joined by Jensen.
Yo. How's it, Jensen?
And finally, Jensen, you have tasted a victory in Season 9.
Oh.
It's been a very long time coming, and I think a well-deserved win at that. Just quick thing we're going to ask you. First of all, you knew Name Changer had 8 seconds, and you're just saving yourself from getting a penalty at the end of the race. Is that kind of...
yeah.
Yeah. We are kind of picking
I mean,
up on that.
at the same time, I was pushing as hard as I can. My tyres were very on the limit at the end, 67%, which
Ooh.
was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we saw Zero somehow got a puncture.
Yeah,
which
on the
I'm
last
surprised 'cause
lap.
he pitted. I'm pretty sure he pitted a lap later as well.
He had those tires for
Really?
18 laps. I don't know what you did, but yeah, he got unlucky. Cost him P3 in the end. I think Brock maybe would have gotten him, but he lost out to Tyne as well, which can only be frustrating. But back on to you. You had good pace early on. I think you just got caught up behind Ginger Bush for maybe a lap too long.
Yeah.
Matoman the same.
I lost about 3 seconds, I reckon.
Yeah.
Being held up behind those guys, but it was racing anyway.
Good
They had
racing.
the right their positions.
Yeah,
I was getting
definitely.
a bit annoyed with it, but I know what's
Because
right
you
and
could
what's
see
wrong.
that win kind of trickling away. But once you saw Name Ginger got that extra penalty, I think you...
I knew he had. I knew he had a 5-second penalty, but yeah. Then I just had to try and keep it within 5 seconds. But then I was waiting for another a 3-second penalty, and it happened. So
And then you were kind of able to relax and just hold off. You weren't really pushing the limits of reality too much in that Ferrari. You're staying well clear of the white lines, and we can only commend you on your first victory. What track tomorrow? We have USA tomorrow. How do you kind of feel? Do you think you can repeat such a victory tomorrow?
No, not around USA. my pace is awful.
Yeah.
Literally, I'll be languishing, probably aiming for a top 5 or something. I'll have to try and keep out of the I'll try and keep out of the penalties.
Yeah.
I mean, the track's good, but it's the final two. It's the first sector is my only good sector around there. So, yeah.
Well, we hope to speak to you again. I mean, your podium streak this season has been quite remarkable, and finally it has paid off at Japan. You know, a track for one season wonders, I guess
Yeah.
some could say. But yeah, good job, Jensen. I think
Yeah.
that firmly cements you P2 in the championship, if not already done so.
Yeah.
But congratulations, Mitch. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, congrats, Jensen. Well done with the win, man.
I guess that's us.
Yeah, thanks,
So
Mason.
thank you
Yeah.
everyone who tuned in. It was a good stream today. We will be back tomorrow, same time for USA around Kota. And we will be back tomorrow. Yep, see you.